Hello and welcome to this Ferris State University Football Week 0 preview. I'm the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Bentley, alongside Sandy Gholston as we get set for kickoff on Thursday night. A blackout game against the Pittsburgh State Gorillas, a top 10 matchup here in the country to start the year, and no better way to start the year than in front of the home fans here at Top Tiger Field.
Well, it's just awesome. What an incredible time of the year to be able to have a game of this magnitude, this national magnitude, in Week 0 to get it started here as we film this a little more than 24 hours away. It's just, you can feel the buildup. Not only for the football game, but the return of the marching band, the start of cheer and stunt, and the fans are going to be so excited. Founders Day, into the tailgate, into the stadium. It's going to be an incredible atmosphere.
Of course, 3.5 weeks fall camp in the books here for the Bulldogs, the preseason #1 team in the country, and looking to come out and make a statement here in Week 0.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, when you look at last year in Week 0, I think the Bulldogs are certainly looking at that game and looking at what they can do this year to set a really good tone right off the bat. And this is a game that's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it, and the Bulldogs certainly know that. And they want to be able to get off to a great start. It's going to be a challenge. Pittsburgh State, very, very good football program, tremendous defensively, very good offensively as well. And so the Bulldogs know that they're going to be tested right off the bat. And they're hoping that those 3 weeks of preseason and game week is going to lead them to some success on Thursday.
For Ferris State, year in and year out, it starts at the line of scrimmage. Some new faces on both sides of the football, on the offensive line and the defensive line. But, guys, the coaching staff feel very confident in.
I know we say it all the time, but this is a game that's going to be won in the trenches. And I think, the Bulldogs with some holes to fill on the offensive line and the defensive line, but they feel like they had that in terms of what they're bringing back on the offensive line. Some guys that had gotten some exposure last year. The Bulldogs take a lot of pride in having depth on the offensive line. That is going to pay off for the Bulldogs, I think, this year, replacing 2 key cogs on that offensive line. Defensive line, very similar. Bulldogs had a couple of key players that they had to replace on that defensive line in the middle, and they feel like they're developing some guys that are going to be able to step in there. We know the Bulldogs are strong defensively off the edge. They're going to be able to put some pass rush on. They're also going to be able to do some good tackling on the run game. Any kind of an outside run, Bulldogs feel like they're going to be strong there too. So it's definitely a game that's going to be won in the trenches. Pittsburgh State defensively in particular, very strong on the defensive line.
Of course, Ferris State high expectations, winners of 3 of the last 4 Division II national championships. But on the opposite side, Pittsburgh State, one of the all-time winningest programs here in Division II football.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, that's a strong tradition. That's nothing to sneeze at, and that's one of the reasons, as we saw in the release that came out extending this series another 2 years beyond this year, we saw a lot of respect, a lot of mutual respect from the athletic administrations as well as from the 2 head coaches. Tremendous amount of respect. Pittsburgh State knows what we bring to the table in terms of history, and we know what they bring to the table. We were there at their stadium last year, so we know how proud they are of their program. And so this is just a great non-conference rivalry of 2 historic programs.
Of course, we'll have all the coverage for you starting at 4 p.m. with the Tailgate Show on Sunny 97.3 FM and the Bulldog Sports Network. Live coverage as well on Flow College and Flow Sports tomorrow night as Ferris State takes on Pittsburgh State here at the season opener for what should be a large crowd here at Top Tiger Field.
Yeah, we're expecting a great crowd. As I mentioned, Founders Day is going to be earlier, and that's just going to get, I think, more students that are going to be in to the stadium, and it's always just an electric. That Thursday night game is just always fantastic. Weather's looking better, so it's really exciting what we're going to have here. And again, I mentioned a little bit earlier, but the return of the marching band and the element that's going to add to the stadium atmosphere is huge. And then cheer and stunt as well, they're going to add another huge element, and that's going to get the crowd even more fired up. This place is going to be packed. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be a fun one for tickets. You can visit ferrisstatebulldogs.com/tickets and be here on Thursday night as the Bulldogs take out the Pittsburgh State Gorillas here in the season opener.